Chapter 17 M. at Dakshineshwar Part 1 Tuesday, December 18, 1883 Sri Ramakrishna was seated in his room with the devotees. He spoke highly of Devendranath Tagore's love of God and renunciation, and then said, pointing to Rakhal and the other young devotees, Devendra is a good man, but blessed indeed are those young aspirants who, like Shukadeva, practice renunciation from their very boyhood and think of God day and night without being involved in worldly life. The worldly man always has some desire or other, though at times he shows much devotion to God. Once Mathur Babu was entangled in a lawsuit. He said to me in the shrine of Kali, Sir, please offer this flower to the Divine Mother. I offered it unsuspectingly, but he firmly believed that he would attain his objective if I offered the flower. What devotion Rati's mother had! How often she used to come here, and how much she served me. She was a Vaishnava. One day she noticed that I ate the food offered at the Kali temple, and that stopped her coming. Her devotion to God was one-sided. It isn't possible to understand a person right away. It was a winter morning, and the master was sitting near the east door of his room, wrapped in his moleskin shawl. He looked at the sun and suddenly went into samadhi. His eyes stopped blinking, and he lost all consciousness of the outer world. After a long time, he came down to the plane of the sense world. Rakhal, Hazra, M, and the other devotees were seated near him. Master, to Hazra. The state of samadhi is certainly inspired by love. Once, at Shyam Bazar, they arranged a kirtan at Natavar Goswami's house. There I had a vision of Krishna and the gopis of Vrindavan. I felt that my subtle body was walking at Krishna's heels. I went into samadhi when similar devotional songs were sung at the Hari Sabha in Jorashanko in Calcutta. That day they feared I might give up the body. After the master had finished his bath, he again spoke of the ecstatic love of the gopis. He said to M and the other devotees, one should accept the fervent attachment of the gopis to their beloved Krishna. Sing songs like this. Tell me, friend, how far is the grove where Krishna, my beloved, dwells? His fragrance reaches me even here, but I am tired and can walk no farther. Again he sang, I am not going home, O friend, for there it is hard for me to chant my Krishna's name. Sri Ramakrishna had vowed to offer green coconut and sugar to Siddheshwari, the Divine Mother, for Rakhal's welfare. He asked M whether he would pay for the offerings. That afternoon, the Master, accompanied by M, Rakhal, and some other devotees, set out in a carriage for the temple of Siddheshwari in Calcutta. On the way, the offerings were purchased. On reaching the temple, the Master asked the devotees to offer the fruit and sugar to the Divine Mother. They saw the priests and their friends playing cards in the temple. Sri Ramakrishna said, "To play cards in a temple? One should think of God here." From the temple, the Master went to Jodu Molik's house. Jodu was surrounded by his admirers, well-dressed dandies. He welcomed the Master. Master, with a smile, "Why do you keep so many clowns and flutterers with you?" Jodu, smiling, "That you may liberate them." Laughter. Master, "Flatterers think that the rich man will loosen his purse strings for them. But it is very difficult to get anything from him. Once a jackal saw a bullock and would not give up his company. The bullock roamed about and the jackal followed him. The jackal thought, 'There hang the bullock's testicles. Sometime or the other, they will drop to the ground, and I shall eat them.' When the bullock slept on the ground, the jackal lay down too. And when the bullock moved about, the jackal followed him. Many days passed in this way, but the bullock's testicle still clung to his body. The jackal went away disappointed. All laugh. That also happens to the flatterers. Jodu and his mother served refreshments to Sri Ramakrishna and the devotees.